back to last year
Well,
scenario?
I don't know what legislators will ultimately decide to do, but as I go around the state, talk to Vermonters who are struggling with their own family budgets, with their business budgets, they expect state government to exercise the same kind of restraint. They don't understand why we have to keep raising taxes and make minimal changes in our spending programs. I can't think of too many tough choices the budgets that have passed the House and Senate make. A few little changes in the Medicaid program in terms of some specific elements, but nothing very substantial. So I think the people of this great state expect lawmakers to make more difficult decisions than they have, and I'm going to continue to urge them to do that.
More difficult decisions. The budget has been approved by the House and Senate. In human services, at least, the largest area of spending is only $40 million off from your proposal. Relatively minor in the scheme of things, isn't it?
Well, $40 million is not minor when they rely on $21 million of taxes from last year and a substantial number of additional taxes from this year. So if it's a relatively small amount, they ought to be able to find it.
So if it comes to you in the condition that it's in, you would veto it?
I don't issue specific threats, but I'm making it very clear that what I see at this point is not acceptable.
You don't always issue specific threats, but in some cases you do.
Not on fiscal matters.
But you know, first in history to veto a budget, not first in history to veto two, does that, how does that sound to you?
Well, I don't know what the outcome will be. I hope legislators will consider what happened last year and do everything they can to avoid it. Frankly, I think Vermonters expect them to do that. No one was satisfied with that process, and I think we need to find a way to meet everybody's legitimate concerns. But huge tax increases year after year after year on people who are already among the most heavily taxed in America just doesn't work.
If the budget and the tax bills are as bad as you say, could you responsibly sign them or let them go into law?
Well, at this point,
If they come to you in the condition they're in?
well, I don't want to be hypothetical. I hope that legislators will make the changes necessary to put them in a shape that I can find acceptable and that we can all agree to.
If it takes an extra week or two beyond May 8th, are you okay with that, if they make progress toward your goal?
Well, remember last year it took more time after a break, and I would think legislators would want to design a schedule that is more to their liking and get things wrapped up as quickly as possible now. So what time they need, they should take to do it right.
What's all the tax increases that you say that they're going for this year, as opposed to capital gains, estate tax? What are the ones that you're most concerned about?
Well, there are a lot of them. First of all, the statewide education tax may go up under one version of the budget that's been approved. And remember, my recommendation was to reduce the rate by a couple of cents. They've proposed the increase in the production deduction credit, or decline to pass through the credit, which is in fact a tax increase. The House has a vitamin tax. There's an increase heating oil tax. There are 3 taxes related to current use: the land use change tax, the property transfer tax, and a new landowner fee. There's an increase in the tobacco tax. There are quite a few.